Hey everyone, Justin here from the Build Core's Wellness Center, coming at you with another Movement Monday video. So for today's video, I want to take you through a movement called a Renegade row. And what the Renegade row is it's a combo exercise of core stability along with upper body pull. So really two things that we could all use more of. The core's primary responsibility, and when I say core, I'm referring to all the muscles that help to stabilize the spine. So that obviously includes what everyone else knows as the abs, the six pack, and then the obliques. But that also includes the glutes, as well as really any other muscle of the body that helps us to maintain that good spinal positioning. And so with that said, that coupled with the upper body pull motion of the Renegade row is just a really good combo exercise if you're pushed for time, or if you're really just looking for a nice challenging exercise that combos both core strengthening with an upper body pulling motion. And obviously you can all use that upper body pulling because typically either we're in the gym doing too much pushing, or we're constantly on our phones, or we're hunched over a steering wheel driving. Really just today's typical positions that we find ourselves in, we're completely rounded. And so if we can do pulling motions to help undo some of that pushing that we do, it's really beneficial for us. So with that said, this can be done with dumbbells or with kettlebells. I will say the kettlebells kind of act as a progression, so a harder way to do this movement. So I want to show you with the dumbbells first. And so what you're going to do is you're going to grab two dumbbells of the same weight, and then you're going to get into a plank position. So in this plank position, feet are a little bit wider than hip width. The wider the feet are, the easier this move is going to be. The more close together, the more narrow, the harder it's going to be. And what we're shooting for in the top position is just when I've got my hand on the dumbbell, I want to make sure I've got a straight wrist. I don't want the wrist to be broken, because then that's going to put a lot of pressure on the wrist itself. So it's just a more powerful position, and I want to make sure my wrists are stacked underneath my shoulders, and then I want to squeeze my glutes and keep my core nice and tight. So what that does is that locks my core in, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my elbow not just up, I want to pull it back as well. So I'm really trying to pull it almost like towards my waist. And then I would just alternate, or I can do the same side. And basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to resist rotation. So if I were to not try to do that, I can make it easier by kind of moving all around, but that's really not the point of the exercise. I want to really work on core stability here by trying to keep my whole body minus my arms as still as possible. So as I'm rowing, I'm thinking of keeping my hips and my shoulders as square as possible. You can do same side reps if you wanted to. You can alternate. It's kind of up to you. You can load these pretty heavy, but I would definitely err on the side of going lighter to start. Work your way up to a heavier weight. And then when you're really ready for a challenge, you can progress it to two kettlebells of the same weight. My advice here is make sure you've got kettlebells that have very flat bottoms. If they're kettlebells that are wrapped in a vinyl or rubber, I would recommend not using those because they can tip over. But you're asking a lot more out of your shoulder stability as well as wrist stability when you do this with kettlebells like you see here. So definitely more challenging, and you can also modify this, and particularly if you wanted to make it easier, use dumbbells, then go from the knees. So same thing here. We're just lessening the lever length of our body, which is asking less of the core. So it's a good way to kind of progress to the full Renegade row from the feet. So hopefully you're able to give this move a shot if you've never done it before. And hopefully you find that it really helps to work a lot of different aspects of our fitness in one move. So let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you next time.